before we start anything, I
Yeah.
just wanted to ask you real quick. All right?
Yeah.
And this is what the people want to know.
Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Did you set that video up? Did you set that up? Did you set that?
The thing is, Deon, what I don't get people's like, well, you did that for clout. So you really tell me I'm willing to risk my good name, my reputation.
Thank you.
I work for Disney.
Yeah.
Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Risk that, my reputation, embarrass my family, and all the potential monetary ramifications that comes along with it. For what?
No, I get it. And I'm just saying, people were saying that they was out there like, maybe he did that because they was like, he was trying to sell product, or that he was trying to tell people, trying to prove that he wasn't.
Just the one thing I know about people. Once they've made their mind up on something, you're not getting them off that.
Yeah.
So me trying you can't prove somebody. How do you prove or disprove something when someone has already made up their mind?
Exactly.
It's kind of like, no matter what people say about President Trump, they're going to have his supporters that believe him. No matter what people say about Kamala Harris, VP, people are going to believe it. So why should I spend any time trying to defend what I already know to be true?
There it is. That's what's up, man.
That's where I am on that.
Good for you, brother.
I appreciate that. Throughout your career, has anyone ever come up on stage when you were like, I don't know if you like call people out, you put the light on them, and you just go in on them. Has anybody ever come on stage and approached you, Deon?
Yeah, me and Mike Epps did a show one day. I think it was in South Carolina. This dude walked on the stage. And I was like, dude, you can't be coming up here. And he was like, no, I'm just up here to talk to you. I'm up here to talk to you. And I seen him kind of squaring up with me. And it was a cordless mic. And I was like, dude, get off the fucking stage. And he was like, no. And he started walking up on me.
Right.
He swung, I ducked, and I was like, bop! And the mic was like, and the mic went out and he fell back. And Mike Epps was like, wow. Yeah.
So what brought that on? Were you on him? Did you say anything to him? Did you say anything to his woman?
No, he just came on stage and was just like, yo, he kept going, man, I got a joke for you.
Right.
He kept going, I got a joke for you. And I was like this, nah. He was saying that from the audience. And then he got on stage and he was like, no, I got a joke for you. Come here. But he was talking to me like he was going to try to.
You think he was drunk? He was high?
I don't know what he was.
But you wasn't trying to find out though.
No, and I waited. I was waiting on him. I knew he was about to swing.
You know he gonna try something.
I knew it because he had that lean in and that little sneaky shit.
Right.
Yeah, and I had to like put the foo-fops on that motherfucker.
So let me ask you this. Is there a difference? You say you haven't smoked weed in 13 years and you just smoked a couple of weeks ago with Paul McCartney. Is there a difference between smoking weed with a black person and smoking weed with a white person?
I think so, yeah. I think white people can't shut the fuck up. That's when they
get how they start talking.
You'd be like, dude, I would have never got high with you if I'd known your ass.
You ruined my high, bro.
They be talking their ass off. You be like, shut the fuck up, dog. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Right. Black folks, you get high with black folks, y'all both sit there for 2 hours and won't say shit and just be chilling till the high go down. You go roll another one.
But you sold weed, right? Were you like Smokey and the Pride? Like,
that's crazy.
Did you get high off your own supply?
Who told you that?
I just said I would. Cause you can't smoke weed and sell weed.
This dude had me and my boy Dave. He had us selling weed for him, and we smoked up all the weed. And this motherfucker made us paint his house.
Damn! How much weed did y'all smoke? Damn!
We smoked a lot of that shit.
Y'all didn't sell anything?
He was an ill-ass drug dealer, too. We had to do it, dog. I ain't never painted in my life, but we painted that motherfucker. That motherfucker was sharp, too. Edges, gutters, we had all that shit. That motherfucker would have killed us.
So what's your crazy story of selling weed? Because clearly you weren't very good at it.
Nah, I wasn't good at it at all. Like, I think, man... You know what my boy used to do? How I even got off into like even trying to sell the shit. My boy used to always come over to my house, right? And he'd be like, hey man, look, I got a 16th or whatever. I don't want to drive with it. Can I leave it here? And I'd be like this, yeah, you can leave it here. And he'll leave and I'll smoke that shit up and he'll come back 2 days later and be like, can I get that? And I'd be like, yeah, I got money for you. We smoked it. He'd go, okay, cool. Right. And then he'd be like, I got another 16. Can I leave it here so I won't have to drive with it? And I was like, oh yeah. Not knowing that
you
this
realize you were a customer. Okay.
Not realizing.
That wasn't an accident.
I was looking out for him and shit. I was like, yeah. You can leave that there. Yeah. I was like this, what am I doing? Then I started doing it to motherfuckers and that shit didn't work out as well. They wouldn't pay me and shit. And I was too nice.
Hold on, you was selling weed on credit?
Yeah, on credit. I would give people credit. Dude, I was terrible, man. I remember I remember selling weed, I was terrible. I remember Don Juan, like there's a lot of pimps in Chicago. Right. I remember they tried to get me a prostitute one time to make money to help me with my headshots. Like in the comedy business, because I ain't had no money for my headshots. Oh. And they gave me this chick named Darlene, but I ain't had the balls to like pimp her or nothing like that. I would just tell her.
You kept her for yourself?
No, I would tell her. No.
Cause I'm thinking your weed, you wasn't selling the weed like you supposed to, so you was
I would just tell her, I'd be like, whatever you can loan me. Whatever you can loan me, I'll pay you back.
Right.
And she gave me money for my headshots. And I went, my first comedy headshots came from her. And I would like go pick her up. Mm-hmm. Like she would ask me to pick her up places and I'll pick her up and she'd be like, here, put this on your headshots. And she would just be nice like that, but I'll be like, nah, I don't want that. And she'd be like, nah, here.
I don't want that.
I don't really want this, but I had to get my headshots. It was crazy.
I mean, once you made it, did you reach back out to Darlene?
Yeah. I gave her some money. Yeah, I gave her some money, but I gave it to her daughter because I didn't see her. I gave it to her daughter. I gave her the money and stuff to give back to her, whatever. But yeah, I gave her like $250. Right. Gave her $250, and she gave me like $50 for the headshots. Right. She would give me like $10 here, $10 there until I got money because I ain't had no money. I was super broke. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So we did our little odd jobs in Chicago, selling weed and picking up prostitutes. The regular stuff,
What made you say you partake for the first time in 13 years with Paul McCartney. What made you stop smoking weed?
Man, I was overthinking. And see, when I stopped smoking weed, weed didn't have all these labels.
It had them, It
didn't have all these clarifications.
It was just weed.
It was just weed. And you got whatever you got when you got it. It was if you was paranoid, goddamn it, you was paranoid. Right. If you was sleepy, you was sleepy. You ain't know what you got. So I would get that, man. I would overthink so much, man. I'd be like, oh God. And I just had to stop. And I just had to go to another level with stuff. You know what I mean? I was lazy, wouldn't do nothing. It was terrible.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before two something.